I love Asimov and Frank Herbert. Those master sci-fi authors. They're never talking about the future. They're always
exactly. All good sci-fi does that. It talks about today.
Talk about today.
That's right.
You know, they're all cautionary tales. They are just social and political commentary about our world. So I always found the Planet of the Apes, since the originals are such a mirror for our society, and in all the movies they thread like this path towards this message. Although I've seen you say that, well, guys, don't forget, this is a fun adventure. You're gonna have fun. There's lots of action. Weta is killing with the special effects, but it's such a powerful message, you know, starting the movie with the overgrown trees on our buildings. Was that the first obvious pitch, you know, this leap forward into this new page?
That leap forward allows us to wrestle with a lot of those ideas, the concepts of truth, right? How it can erode, how fragile it is, you know, how you can wield knowledge and power, you know, as a weapon. Yeah, it's cool ideas, you know, really neat stuff to kind of chew on. Like you said, all good sci-fi, it has things to say. Even if it's not out in front, you know, for the people who want that, it's there, you know what I mean?
Are you familiar with the concept of evolution?
And Freya, I've seen your fellow actors, all the cast, bragging about Ape School and how it was 6 weeks that we learn the physiology and the physical expressions of, you know, and they meet each other like apes. Were you left out of this party?
Somewhat,
yeah. Like I dipped my toe out in there and then I sort of ran away. I think at times I felt like very separate, but they're also lovely that, you know, it didn't really feel like that. It was more just like when I
think you just became your character.
That was it. So like it just automatically kind of felt in some ways like I was in my little shed.
You're always kind of this little enigma out there in the corner.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it was.
Because your character is so isolated from everything else that's going on. And I find it interesting that since you mentioned that all about knowledge and how knowledge is real power, it is amazing to see how many layers of knowledge that your character has, and keeping this to yourself is your power over
until the very end, actually. Without getting too spoilery.
Legend says ape and human lived side by side. Impossible as that may seem.
I find it interesting that you were there playing this character, and then this character is playing, especially at the beginning, right?
Yes,
this role that, you know, let me just play a different role.
Yeah, and it's just, I mean, obviously it's especially at the beginning, which was kind of easier in a way because I could just, as May, commit to being this feral human, or what she imagines a feral human to be. But it was, you know, I remember when I was reading it, I was getting stressed about how I was gonna deal with the lies and the manipulation whilst also seeing moments of truth. Like there are some things that she says which aren't a complete lie. There is some truth in it, but it's kind of like covering herself at the same time. Protecting myself,
right?
But there's still, like, you know, when I say I'm alone, it's not completely, you know.
That's right.
And so it was about, I felt like it was also important to not just make her this kind of liar, manipulator. We needed to feel like there is still something that she's going through and has gone through, and reasons for why she does what she does. So that was kind of
Obi-Wan would say, true from a certain point of view.
Right?
Apes will learn will learn.
For me, it's masterful writing. Like the phrase, Caesar is like apes together strong, and how can flip this around.
It several different ways on both sides, right? It means two different things from both camps. That to me is what's fascinating about it. We had this one line in the script that never made it in the movie, but stories last longer than laws. And it was such a neat idea. I just could not get it into the scene, but that is the idea. It's like, as a story has its power. I mean, think about our own history. The stories that have lasted for thousands of years that have given a lot of people meaning. Playing with those concepts here with this idea of Caesar, his story, and how it actually, like the game of telephone, how it changes through time, and it winds up in these different places. And even, I don't want to give away spoilers here, but there's one little side of his story, one little flame of his, the truth almost dies.
Yes.
Until
you can lose
until
it.
Noah,
it's so easy to lose
until Noah picks it up and chooses to embody it, embrace it, and carry it forward into hopefully the next movies that we make. You know?
Right.
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
I hope this you open the page that you can go deep and deep and deep.
That's
You
the
can go
goal.
into really, please. If you're able to do another one, please go into religion. We have to have the story of the ape gods that created Earth for the apes.
Funny enough, it was in the script.
Oh my God! Yeah.
This movie is already bursting with ideas. Something had to go. You know, it's so packed in there. So, but I hear you. It's cool stuff.
Congrats.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
No. Together. Strong.